Legends!
Day 6,000 of lockdown. There's a pandemic going on. There's uproar over an election about some two old lads. But we still have platinums. Look at it there, popping up in the top corner of the screen. Listen to that noise, and everything suddenly seems alright. So, lockdown, sail down, throw down, whatever you want to call it. We've got a shitload of Ratalaika games for all you platinum sluts out there. There's going to be an absolute furor down towards the cheap, easy games. We've got 2 new games on the PlayStation Plus system on the free monthly games. We've got Middle-earth, Shadow of War, and Hollow Knight, a much critically acclaimed indie title. So, Dan, you're the stat man. What are we looking at this week in terms of sales?
Yeah, a shitload of crap. That would be my first impression. But yeah, there's some diamonds in the rough, I think.
We'll need to kind of crawl through it a little bit. So, you've played a few more of these games than I have. So, for me personally, I'm going to pick up Gris, if you want to be French about it. Because
yeah, I think it's French.
Yeah,
that's at least what I
it's
what
a
I
very
was
French
thinking.
sounding title. So that game actually, I was aware of it, but when I kind of watched your video, shameless plug right here, on easy platinums that are worth playing. Just the artwork of that game blew my mind. So I think I think it was like €6.49. I don't know, couldn't really remember, but I just picked it up this evening. So that was a surefire one for me, and I'm also thinking Guacamelee 2, because I actually really enjoyed the first game, and it's actually a sequel that I forgot existed until I saw it on sale there. So those would be my picks. Is there anything that tickles your platinum pickle?
Yeah, there is definitely a lot to love there. I think when you look at it, first off, it is a case of maybe being overwhelmed with just how much crap there is.
Yeah,
There's a lot of those, a lot of the repeat offenders of the
perpetually on sale.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, definitely some ones I was looking at briefly just to pick up. One that really jumped out at me is actually Ashen. That used to be an Xbox exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Dark Souls clone. People say it can be. I think I've seen it called like chill Dark Souls.
It's
a bit, yeah. It's a little bit more accessible. The art style is pretty cool, and yeah, it's got fairly good reviews, kind of hovering around the 80 mark on Metacritic across the different platforms. It's on sale there for 20 quid. 20 euro on our side.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Down from 40, so not too bad.
It's pretty steep in regards to the rest of the games on the list.
It
though,
is.
But maybe that's indicative of potential quality.
It's an established game, definitely, and it's fairly long. I think the platinum's about 50 hours or so. I had a brief look at it, and there's not too many guides out for it. But yeah, I can never get enough of those Dark Soul clones.
I can hear the easy Plat hunters scurrying away like rats.
Yeah,
few
maybe not that one.
Few guides and 50 hours, and they just scatter away.
So
solid choice.
My Name is Mayo is on for 47 cents.
Oh, take my money, you jar of mayonnaise. Take my damn money.
That's a lot of trophies for
in terms of trophies per cent, I feel like this is going to be the official equation. That's pretty solid. You're getting a good trophy per 2 or 3 cents of your money. Or how many trophies are even in that game?
I'm not 10. I can't remember. Yeah, no, there's a few more. I don't think it's like all goals. I think it's like ridiculously
1 bronze just to have it in there.
But there's a lot of those games that I purchased about 2 weeks ago, just to do that video of getting the
Oh, the world record
shameless
speed
plug.
run.
Plug. A lot of people took that speed run comment very, very seriously, and I did everything I could to try and make sure that it was
could we just make
lighthearted.
As your Plat chum, let me speak up for you to the public. We know it wasn't a world record.
People got mad, man. People got mad. I that'll be the last time. I think I'll have to delist it or something, or someone's gonna find out where I live.
No, we'll leave it up there just to spite them.
Okay. I'm waiting for you.
We're gonna add official world speed run. We're gonna put official in the title just to rub salt on the wounds. But
let's double down. Yeah. But a lot of those games are on sale now. I only paid a tenner for all of them, but you can pick up some of them games. I would recommend definitely Gun Crazy and Pity Pit as two games that were really, really quick platinums, 10-minute platinums.
But you said you enjoyed
not bad
Pity
games.
Pit. Yeah, you said you enjoyed it. That's actually a good game.
Yeah, they're competent games. If these games came out on on the SNES or even the NES or whatever back in the day, they would have been really good games, really good experiences. It's just obviously we're past that stage a little bit in a lot of ways.
And are there any games that, no matter how cheap they are, that you would recommend that people just stay the hell away from?
Yeah, no, in fairness, I would say My Name is Mayo. Just because, number one, I feel like repetitive strain injury is a real thing, and that's just it's not worth it.
It's the 10th one in the hospital who's just played My Name is Mayo.
Maybe do it if you have a turbo controller. I think you can do it I was reading about it. I think you can do share play on a Sony smartphone and just hold the screen and it'll do.
God, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But I would like to challenge you to a My Name is Mayo Platinum adventure. Who can plat it faster?
At 47 cents, you're on.
Low stakes and no reward other than shame.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
Man.
No. Maybe it's time we made this competitive Plat chums. But yeah. So but we'll put that on the back burner next to my plant over there. What do you make of the PlayStation Plus games, actually, since they've just gone live in the store as well?
I think it's a really strong month. As a Lord of the Rings fan, that's awesome. I think that I haven't platinumed it myself. It's Shadow of War. That's
Shadow of War.
Free.
Yeah.
I've finished Shadow of Mordor, but I haven't done Shadow of War.
Same. Yeah. Shadow of Mordor was good. I enjoyed it. Very, very good game. Kind of reminded me good old fashioned AA. It was just excellent what it did, and the Nemesis system was quite intriguing. I feel like they could have done a bit more with it in terms of side missions or whatever like that, because once you kind of figure it out, it's more like an illusion of depth as opposed to any real depth. But I think that is a cool system that I hope is kind of built on in other games, that other games knows the potential in that enemies remember you. I just think that's a cool concept. So
it's it reminded me a little bit too much of kind of the Ubisoft style
fair
collectathon Assassin's Creed stuff. Now I think it definitely was more enjoyable than that, but it didn't pull me in for a second excursion in the sequel. But yeah, I'll definitely give it a go now that it's part of my library. And of course Hollow Knight, that's a fan favorite.
It's revered. Yeah, no, it's a good. It's kind of like a classic month. It's you've got your big budget kind of marquee name, one that has had its own issues, but have since been kind of the backpedal a little bit on the microtransactions.
Yes, yeah.
And it kind of your indie darling, You know, it's kind of what I wish PlayStation Plus was kind of more consistently, just like one big game and one game that's like, look, maybe just try this, you might be pleasantly surprised. Because
Yes, yeah.
you know, like I'd be lying if I said Hollow Knight was something that I know it's kind of revered and it was really well received and stuff, but it didn't immediately appeal to me. But now that it's just there in my library, I'll definitely try it. I don't know if I'll add it to my main profile, to be honest, because I heard that platinum is it's tough going, like it's up there. But I'll definitely give the game a go.
It is. It's actually it's a bit of an interesting one because it was, you know, we actually discussed this a little bit in our Cuphead video. But it's a game that is notoriously difficult, especially kind of the late game content, the Pantheon. So that was a real, you know, separating the boys from the men kind of situation with the platinum, and the platinum was revered in a lot of ways because of how difficult it was. It's just, you know, boss. But then, of course, they found this invincibility glitch, and that meant that it kind of turned that whole thing on its head. Anyone was able to get the platinum. Now, as far as I'm aware, it only works on the physical release of the game. So
don't add it to your library. Don't add it.
Yeah, but it's interesting because, you know, we discussed again about the kind of the rarity being quite affected by these types of glitches. And now the fact that this is going to be a PS Plus game, it's going to get into the hands of a lot of people, and the fact that these people won't be able to do the glitch will mean that maybe that platinum rarity goes down a little bit again, and it might be maybe more reflective, just
of how
because
difficult it actually is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure like what the player size of the game is at the minute.
It's definitely going to get bigger anyway, but
absolutely,
but
yeah.
We'll see. But I think just to wrap up, because it's kind of like our weekly news show from our newsroom right here. Well, what's it like in the streets, Dan, with the Ratalaika sales? Are the people rioting?
Some vegetables here.
Are the people rioting because they hear that My Name is Mayo is going for 47 cents? I hear there's blood and a lot of sore fingers. But just to wrap this up, we'll finish it on because we've never actually discussed what the hell are you playing at the moment? What trophies are you going for?
Yeah, I've flown through a few games over the last few days, weeks. I
Lockdown.
finally got the platinum for Destiny 2. That was a thank you. That was a big one because they're
Great Plat.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it because I played Destiny 2 since it came out. I've probably put, you know, hundreds of hours into it, embarrassingly. But I really wanted to get the platinum before they vaulted some of the content because the new expansion is coming out in about 2 weeks, Beyond Light, and they're going to get rid of a few of the planets, and the raid is going along with it, and there's 2 trophies tied to that raid.
Oof,
so I was very... Yeah, now before they did change the requirements of the trophy, so they have been known to do that, Bungie. So that's potentially what they're going to do in this situation as well. They might edit the kind of trophy requirements maybe to apply to another raid. But it wasn't certain, so I wanted to be sure that I had it before it potentially got locked away.
Well, you got it.
So got it. Yeah. It wasn't easy. No one plays that raid anymore. So it was tough.
I think no one does the raids casually as well. You know, like you need a solid team, and not even a solid team, just objectively a good team that know it. Because I only dipped my toe in the first Destiny, and it personally wasn't really for me. But I remember like you talking about the raid in the first one and telling me about like the second one, and it's like that's just like a coordination nightmare, and like one mistake and all your good work is just undone, and you start from scratch and you need to go again. So it's a very solid plat, to be fair. I'm not jealous.
Yeah, I was happy to get that. I played Cat Quest as well. That was a pickup on the last sale, and I think it's on sale again actually in this.
It is actually
this indie one.
You thought highly of that. Well, not super highly, but you said it's a very good little game.
Yeah, it's like it's clearly a mobile game ported to the PlayStation. But what it does really well. It took me about 15 hours or so to get the platinum, but it's fairly basic. You know, you just have kind of attacks, dodge, and spells, and you're just doing kind of like go here, kill these people kind of stuff.
What more do you need?
It's
what more do you need?
Exactly.
And
but the game is
murdering cat.
Yeah, there's loads of cat puns. Like everything is a cat pun. And yeah, no, I enjoyed it a lot. The second one's on sale there too, so I'll probably pick that up at some point. And then I played Fee, which is it's like an EA indie 3D puzzle, 3D kind of platformer game. I always liked the look of it, the art style. It was about it was £5 on sale. I picked it up because I thought it looked nice. A little bit clunky at the start, but it definitely opens up as you kind of gain your abilities and things like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it towards the end. It took me about 10 hours to get that plat, but it was a good time. And I've just started Life is Strange 2 because that was on sale before as well.
Okay. And what are your initial thoughts?
Yeah, it's very different. Graphically, it's a big step up from the first game. Story is very different. It's
you're probably just starting though, aren't you? So you're not
just
too
on
far
episode 1.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the characters are so different than the first game.
Chloe and Max.
Yeah. Like I think immediately you might not like, you know, fans from the first game might not immediately take to the characters in the second game, because it's definitely a little bit different. It's a little bit political, and I know that that's something a lot of gamers yeah, apolitical games for the win. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it so far. We'll see where the story goes. There's been some twists and turns already, and I love those kind of Telltale-esque games anyway.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'll see the price, but I think I saw that on sale as well while I was dishing, I think, the dough for Gris. So I'll probably pick that up because I've played the first game and before the Storm, and I really like both of them. So I love that, like, I'll be able to play all 5 episodes in quick succession and not wait for like a regular release schedule for, you know, episode 2 or 3. But
what about yourself?
I had to restart Tony Hawk for the 3rd time. I talked about it on Plat Bros podcast, shameless plug right here. That essentially first time playing it, got to level 50, level 100 trophies. It's slightly infamous already for just how big a grind it is, and my PS4 just corrupted. Just I had to like do a factory reset, the whole works. So I lost everything because I didn't have the auto upload on my client save on the Plus. So that was on me. So did the factory reset, PS4 good as new, and then when I got to, I think it was like level 55, turn off the PlayStation, and then the next day when I turned it on, came down to my TV, turned it on, loaded up Tony Hawk, and it was registering it as if I've never played the game before. So adjust your contrast to all this, and I go, that's really odd. And then when I got to the menu, I saw level 1 in the top right hand corner, and I'm like, what the fuck? So then I kind of quit out the game, and then I go in, and I just like, okay, I can't like copy this save because I wanted like to see if I could copy it to USB. Couldn't copy it, but then I couldn't download the one on the cloud either. So what obviously happened was when I tried to upload, some kind of entanglement happened on a technical level, and both files got corrupted, so my backup and the one on the drive. So then I had to come at it again, and now I'm backing it up on USB. I'm auto or not auto-uploading, I'm manually uploading my saves to the games I'm playing every night, like clockwork, spreading it out. So I'm on level 60, and I managed to then, luckily the second time I did all the hard get there, so if people play Tony Hawk, they know what that is. People don't, they're just really hard combos that you need to get in a line, and that's kind of like the main challenge of the game, bar the grind to level 100. So I'm at 97%. It's only the level 100 trophy I need, but I'm now done with that until there's some kind of patch or DLC with new challenges, because it is like, but if you finished all 700 challenges, you'll get to like level 71 or 72 or something, and then just the amount of XP you need to get on each subsequent level is ridiculous for the content that's in it, and you don't want to mindlessly grind a game that's it is so good, but give me something and get like daily or weekly challenges, do something, but so playing that, I'm up to level 48 and a half in Red Dead 2 Online. I've gone up 12 levels in 2 days, so I'm really gunning for it, just doing the collector role, walking about the world, picking up some diamond rings and some tarot cards, and I'm getting the XP and digging up fossils, because now you can buy a shovel, you go around the metal detector and everything is ridiculous. So I'll be glad to get that done. And also there's like the one last kind of trophy that's based around posses, and then that'll probably be sitting at 97% as well. And then after that, I'm going to just go back into Days Gone, because I lost a lot of progress in that with the initial incident where my PlayStation nuked itself. So it's a game that I think is good, but not great, so I'm not, I've managed to claw back a bit of the way where I was. But I'll probably just focus mainly on that, and then probably start something kind of nice and something different to break up these big heavy games. Tony Hawk is great if they just didn't have that level 100 trophy. If it was level 50, it would have been like the perfect list, just the perfect game, because I like that you need to do the hard get theres. I like that you need to unlock Officer Dick and just all that kind of stuff. But that's essentially what I'm playing, and then on the back burner at some point will be Prey, Metro Last Light, and Redo, and just it's a big backlog that I haven't played yet, but I'm chipping away at it, and I think once I finish Red Dead and Days Gone, it's going to be your Spyro 3s, your Metros, just kind of more kind of succinct, tight games that I'll be kind of chipping off the block before PS5 rolls around.
Yeah, I think you have a lot of those level grinds, and they're bad at the best of times.
Yeah, I'm making it tough for myself. It's
I'm really surprised that Tony Hawk didn't upload or even have a server side level. Like that baffles my mind.
Yeah, I'm surprised Tony Hawk himself didn't step in and just come to my assistance. I've given that man so much of my money since I was like 8 years old, and where were you, Tony? Where were you? Forgot
to discuss that we both played Dark Souls as well. And we got the platinum together.
Yes,
cool.
we did. Yes,
so a Plat
was
Chums moment.
That was a Plat Chums, a quality Plat Chums moment. So Dan was nice enough to help me with the weapons and essentially the game itself after the PS4 incident, because I was done. I was walking away from the trophy hunting life, losing progress in 3 big games. I'm like, nah, I'm done. But he pulled me back in, and I'm grateful.
We had a very good last moment as we swapped weapons, because you had you saved me doing like a third playthrough on my account.
Yeah.
Because so I didn't have to get that third Sif weapon, and we were like swapping the weapons down in the depths, like in the sewer, we're just like huddling in a corner in the sewer, like swapping swords.
So fitting end.
And then this fella pops out of nowhere and he starts trying to gank us, like he invades us. We took him to town big time.
I loved it. It was like just as soon as I'm ready to swap, it's like someone is invading your world. Off for and then I think out of sheer anger we're just hitting them with the broom,
Yeah, no, he was good, but 2-on-1 it's not fair.
He wasn't good enough, unfortunately.
No.
But
I think he backstabbed me, then you backstabbed him, and then I backstabbed.
It was like a conga line of backstabbing, because he'd
Yeah.
get around behind me, then you get around behind him. It was all very erotic.
Down in the depths.
Down in the depths. But yes, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A quick kind of check in what we're playing, and also a slight update news flash. So check out those sales. I would trust Dan's taste in terms of games that are worth playing, seeing as they're quite low in price and high in
What I'll
Plats.
do is I'll just say there's some other games there that I definitely highly recommend. There is Kentucky, what's it called here? It's that Kentucky game. It's like a story game. And it's really, really good. I haven't played it myself, but I've watched a stream of it, and it looked really, really good. There's The Long Dark. It's like a survival game. It's like you're basically just out in the wilderness with and it's like managing heat, hunger, stamina, things like that. That's really, really good. It's Kentucky Route Zero TV edition. It's a really, really good game. And then if anyone has the VR, Moss is on sale, and that's probably regarded as the best VR game, one of the kind of showcase games, and it's less than half price, 57% off. So it's a really good game for anyone who has the VR.
By the way, we're not getting paid by anyone to recommend these games. I wish we were. I would take the money, but we're not.
Oh, and Return of the Obra Dinn is that it's the kind of mystery detective game where you explore this old pirate ship. It's a really cool game too. Some really good games out there. Like, I think these indie sales would be kind of one of my favorites, because I love having one or two indie games in between every big game that I play.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to Gritty a lot. Just to break up something like Deacon and Days Gone, just yelling at himself all the time. Something. I feel like there's so much potential for just greatness in that pile of shit in that sale, because like there are some true diamonds in the rough, and don't let an overly difficult or an overly easy trophy list put you off some of these games. So, Dan, thanks for your sterling recommendations and for your time. I'm going to go back
too.
and probably grind for 8 hours in Tony Hawk or something. Nah. I'm leaving it. I'm waiting till DLC. That's it. I'm going to go hunt fossils in Red Dead instead. I think
Equally as grindy.
Look, we're in lockdown. If I'm not going to do these grindy trophies now, I need to get them done. It's just been on long enough. Like, my first trophy in Red Dead was on release day, and I still haven't platted that.
Yeah,
terrible.
It's staying power of Rockstar Games.
It's an abusive relationship. Well, anyway, man, take care. We'll try a socially distant high five. We'll kind of just ease it. I'm getting the green light of light. Plat.